have all the tools. They have the Braum, Maokai, Poppy. You could not ask for a better front line for the Kog'Maw and the Vel'Koz, because these guys, if they have the opportunity to stand still, like we were saying, they're just
as Tactical continues trying to play aggressively, utilize that range. Trade with Turtle here, but Boogie's ready to make an entrance. The dredge line goes out. Remember, there is no flash available on Treats. This should be an easy kill. One more auto attack will do it. The zap is sidestep. Boogie needs a little bit more damage and Riptide.
He's coming around trying to find exactly where this diver is.
Kinvi level 5, so gonna have that bit of an advantage here. Boogie gets tagged. Tactical's lagging behind the rest of the team though. He flashes forward into the enemy jungler as Tactical's putting the damage into Boogie, who may drop first. Insanity jumps in. Fate sealed, and Tactical's down. Boogie is short a drop here in a 1-for-1 trade, but where else is it gonna go? A double kill for Insanity. Turtle tries to escape.
Wrong on this part already, and Blue, he just committed his ultimate as well. TSM, gotta be careful with Boogie.
Okay, Solo's gonna disengage the enemy top laner, while in the bottom, it's TSM having their jungler just get melted here at the very beginning. Immortals brought more dudes, and TSM needs to get out. Boogie's gonna have to step back there with the dredge line. Immortals will take this first Drake. This is a slow first Drake, 12 minutes in the game, so don't be expecting any fast soul stacking, even if they can go 4-0 on that score. As the
right now, they're going to be taking the Rip Trail completely uncontested. IFT don't want no smoke. They want Wild Turtle.
Wild Turtle trying to step back here a little bit with Chime having the wild growth. Turtle pops the cleanse, and Tactical pops his health bar. Nicely done from Immortal.
Fun fact for you, actually, Clayton.
What do you got?
Did you know that there are only 2 players in this game who have never played for TSM before? This is one of their old bot lanes coming out and taking down their new one.
Well, man, they're definitely making a statement down here with this one. 2-1-1 for Tactical, having that plus 35 CS, dive into the mid lane, and Insanity. But item spikes, when we're looking at them for Immortals, are about the same level. Insanity going to get some more money in TSM's pocket. TP to join back up with the rest of TSM here in the mid lane. Utilize that Herald, knock down the tier 1 there. Treats loses half HP, Insanity disengaging again.
TSM are just going to take all 3 turrets at this point, right? They are saying, yeah, go ahead. You already got the first dragon at 12 minutes, and now Solo's got to run for it. Insanity's ultimate's coming up.
Insanity goes in for the Q3. Dredge line brings Boogie up close to him. Wants to pop the ultimate there. The depth charge finds the target. Solo's ready to try to disengage him. Only hits a minion, but he stays alive while the rest of Immortals are able to claim the Drake. 2 Drakes to nothing now for IMT. Ocean Soul is going to be the name of the game here as the map transfers.
Ability to reset his teleports come through.
Insanity off to the side here. Finds Kenvi and Balulu. Thrown up into the air. Fate sealed. Interrupts the Vel'Koz ulti, and now Balulu could be in some serious danger. He tries to get back away, but Turtle's got the damage. Treats is next in line, and it's a double kill back over to Jinx. Kenvi and Solo with Tactical head for the hills, and Boogie's gone fishing and landed him a big one. Solo's got no way home, and he'll be sliced and diced by the ruthless Scryer's trinket there in the back brush of that pit. So TSM, they're not afraid of this whatsoever. Immortals know that they cannot go into...
He has to try it and make some space because TSM are the ones hitting the Baron.
TSM going after the Baron as Kenvi leads the charge. Boogie's stuck here in the front, and Balulu backs him up with some artillery fire. Insanity's into the back, but he's about to die. The damage flies out. Turtle's going to take down the enemy jungler, but they've lost Insanity. Immortals come out on top here. We're setting ourselves back for either.
The danger, though, if IMT just allows these dragons to continue going over, is that he's hunting for all the different angles.
Boogie over the wall. Are we going to see an engage here? They go in after Turtle, but it's only Treats who gets grabbed over the wall. Tactical is safe, and Balulu's ready to provide covering fire. Immortals pick up another way before they can burst him down, burn him down. Baron is so incredibly low, they want to try to burn it and make sure this one drops before TSM's able to contest anything. Keep your eyes on Turtle. The rockets are firing off, and Treats is low. The Baron has still not been brought down. Immortals are scattered. This is not what they need right now, as Haunter is exhausted, but he goes to the back line looking for Balulu. Insanity's found damage onto Kenvi. Haunter drops before he's able to find a valuable kill. They're still looking for a little bit more on TSM's side, but they've stopped the Baron.
Solo kept Insanity out of it the entire time. And so TSM, they do stop the Baron. They get another turret here in the middle.
Defense power, and it's TSM starting up the Baron now. They don't have Haunter here, but he has Unleashed Teleport. They do this very quickly.
No vision.
It's already almost dead. Immortals is just running into a situation where they're not going to get it done. Kenvi tries to go in for the flash steal, but no, he's all alone. Solo already disengaged for him. TSM just walked up,
and these turrets are worth so much money. They're already here. Solo's the only one to defend.
This is a bad turn of events for Immortals. They were trying to stay even for so long. Boogie wants to engage here on Tactical. Treats does a good job frontlining. Tactical fires back. Boogie's down to 1/3. Treats got to be careful. You don't want... Immortals are in the middle of a TSM sandwich, and they are about to have a bad time. Balulu gets engaged on. Boogie's ready to find his way onto the Vel'Koz now. Haunter fighting too. He's on to Tactical, but he won't get the kill. Immortals might be able to turn it back around now as Boogie dredge lines into his own demise. Chime and Turtle barely escape. Insanity ready to join back up with these guys, but Solo's gonna do the same. Balulu, he has no Zonias, and Solo missed the ulti. Insanity's looking for the backline here yet again. He tries to lock up three, but he won't get anything. The Drake goes over in one ulti. Solo backing away now. Recognizes more TSM players are heading down. Does not want to get caught in the middle.
He's grouped up. It's IFT hitting.
TSM are going in for the play. Let's see what they can find here. Insanity gets chunked a little bit, but Solo gets chunked more. Now Insanity locked down here. The Nature's Graph goes into the back line of the main field, but he won't find a good target. Boogie now focused out next. Stopwatch keeps him alive. Insanity and Solo fighting off to the side as they lock down Envy. He tries to use his graph back onto the Baron, and he stays alive for now. Balloon won't get the kill. They need him with TSM. Turtle's unstoppable. He's excited, and he just can't hide it. The Jinx shuts down Tactical's Kog'Maw. Insanity takes out Balulu. Immortals, they were so close, but no cigar.
Oh my god, so many people on blinking health bars on both sides of fight, but TSM are the ones that come out on top. Unique, and he is picking up exactly where he left off. Even though they got the one player, he and Haunter finally teamed up that fight.
TSM should just be able to march this one in now. Solo and Treats do not have the damage to prevent the destruction of this base. Treats throws up the Unbreakable, but it won't live up to the name today. Insanity cuts him down. Turtle's excited from taking out the turrets, taking out the champions, and taking out Immortals on this one because it's Rel, it's Alistar pick as the counter pick. It happened the opposite direction from what I was expecting, but that is the matchup we're going to get here in the bottom lane. Two very sapling into the brush. Make sure the Poppy's not coming down, and when you see that he's not there, now it's FlyQuest looking to make a move, potentially punish this 100 Thieves freeze angle. Double lift is low, and Prince is paid. It's first blood over to Aphelios as FlyQuest disengages. No, probably about it as the Dragon will finally go over to FlyQuest. You pointed it out, Impact has the Gore Drinker completed. Someday
through Malphite, and they will really need to get to their third item before they're ready to do so.
Vikla going in, but a nice shuffle from Quid knocks them back into the turret. Vikla just sends him a freebie. Top lane tier 1 turret will fall. It's what you said. When Tristana's left alone with a turret, she's going to take the thing out. Impact at least gets his Demo proc on the bottom lane tier 1, but now he's stuck around a little bit too long. There is no Dominus. Chains of Corruption fly out from Double Lift. They tag the enemy top laner. Impact is not long for this world. That last arrow is going to find him, and Double Lift gets paid.
Really clean coming up from 100 Thieves. Great CC layering from Double Lift and Boosty, and I love the fact that they give somebody, you know, a little tap there. Because FlyQuest Engage is almost entirely put on Vulcan at this point, and he has not had an opportunity to really strut his stuff.
Speak of firing off Nature's Grasp. Vulcan right beside him. Closer wants to get rid of one of them. He knocks away the Maokai. Impact now looking for a little revenge here in the bottom lane. Dominus is ready to go this time, and Double Lift is gone.
Expecting 100 Thieves before this game to actually kind of drop it. I was expecting FlyQuest, all the momentum that they had built up, might start on their terms, whereas on the blue side, yeah, this team was like, well, yeah, you can come right on over. We're going to group up as
Prince just still working on the Hex Drake. Easy enough. As long as you've got the red gun, you can keep yourself perfectly topped off, take no real meaningful damage from the thing. So there you go, second Drake of the game for FlyQuest. Quid's at least gonna get something back here in the top side, take out that tier 1 turret, bring the glide, but he has no ulti and he's got about 20% HP. FlyQuest thinking about it, but 100 Thieves are the ones doing it. Baron.
They will absolutely just stand here and dare FlyQuest to go.
Someday goes in, and a beautiful follow-up from the Magnet Storm of Busio. They instantly kill Prince, but Impact looks for the entrance off to the side. Oh no, man, that was not what FlyQuest needed. Vikla at least gets one, but he's gonna die in response. Someday lives with a bomb to come out. Yes, it will. It's a 2 for 3, making a 2 for 4. 100 Thieves might have just won the game.
Wow, 100 Thieves someday started that off. You just old people underneath the turret says, I don't care. We're not waiting for you. We're getting to start. They're going to be looking to hit the inhib as well. They're teleporting. But is the game just over? It's only Vulcan that's alive.
Prince is up in 10. He's going to have to try to defend this. Quid does have the Emperor's Divide. Poppy ultimate just used as a threat. First Nexus turret dropped. Second
Prince
Nexus turret targeted. Prince coming back alive. 100 Thieves are not going to end the game. So if you're saying, all right, we're just going to let this one go forward here, then 100 Thieves see the opportunity. They make the move. Yeah, closer, just threatening that ulti again. As long as he walks up with that, the rest of FlyQuest knows that they cannot risk it.
Yeah, 100 Thieves, they're going to be going back, getting another dragon for themselves as well, tying FlyQuest up in that one. And someday it's just tanking up this turret in its entirety, and Spica knows that the one fight that they find needs to be something where they are determining how it actually happens. It's part of why he's been waiting on this side for so long, and here's the ultimate. Nature's Grasp is ready to go. Closer using that Poppy ulti, but the engage is nice! Falcon finds the damage, Push is ready to counter with that key with the Magnet Storm, and some days into the back line, Vicla's already down! Impact pump of the stopwatch here with the front, trying to survive as 100 Thieves will slam the enemy Croc! They will find a double kill! These inhibitors are already down, and this should be the end of the game.
100 Thieves ready to send this one home. Closer's got the ulti. Speak is probably just gonna die anyway. Yup, they'll knock away Prince, they'll kill off Spica. 100 Thieves are ready to start the second round robin off right. Prince won't even stay alive. It's an ace and a win for 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves, we had a surge.
Heavily punish you, has really good push. You know, it's resourceless champion, so you're not going to be taxed on mana the way that Malphite is. When Malphite is locked under a tower, you really start to have to actually spend a lot of is that, you know, if you're both just trading autos during the explosive shot, Tristana wins like every matchup.
Armail landed the Rootmaker. Tomo is forced to flash, and they've already committed multiple members, but Ayla might just go down for the punish. This Ignite and Santorin flashing in, but it's Unforgiven that gets one right on back. Armail now looking for one more Rootmaker, connects it, and that is Unforgiven. Armail on the board for 2 kills in Evil Genius. Available from Ayla and Armail in this situation probably means you're already dead, especially with no flash. So we're back again to square one with Dignitas, seeing if they can lane up against Unforgiven Ayla now that he has a little bit of extra damage. And I'm telling you, Azael, Unforgiven just says, hey, we won the first 3v3.
Potentially some Ziggs poke to make things happen, but, you know, JoJo is going to be really difficult to deal with that poke too.
And they get the Q flash into the crash down on the Tomo. He still has a flash to play with. Already used the satchel charge, trying to wait it out until the bitter end, but he realizes it's
to turn an advantage into even something more. Revenge shoves in top, gets an advantage there, brings it towards mid, right? This is really some of the hallmarks. You're in an equalizer, the Magnet Storm's coming through, and Unforgiven's untouched, and that's where it really, really becomes difficult.
Maybe a move here in the mid lane. Ayla gets interrupted here. Magnet Storm keeps Diamond and Santorin in there. Tomo from downtown throws a Mega Inferno Bomb. And the fact that Ayla doesn't have flash maybe gets out alive, but the shield, it's still not enough. Santorin gets the last blow.
Yeah, Santorin has to flash in, though. So unfortunately, Jensen doesn't even get it, and they get the flash with that Iron Shield. Santorin now on the run, and Diamond trying to get out as well.
He has a flash, and he's forced to use it right away, so he does not
lead. And Summoner's down.
And at this point, I have to hold that thought. Santorin's gonna look for something. As soon as Rich goes in with the ultimate, Revenge has got to know that someone else is here for the play. Revenge still has a flash to play with, but Revenge is gonna wait it out until the very end before flashing away, but Rich is just right on top of him, and he does not have enough damage to fight right on back. Jojo Killing has teleported in. I don't know if he's gonna be able to find a return kill here, but he punts him right back with the hammer blow. Shower and Shock Blast, and nice auto attack on the last bit of it. Jojo ensures that Revenge does not go down without at least a return kill.
Yeah, Jensen in trouble now, though.
And he's gone, and it's just not even a chance. Dignitas make one play. Evil Genius zones for Dignitas, because anytime you try to push up, they can just wrap around and flank you. Yep. Equalizer, Magnet Storm from across the wall.
Really good angle for a turn. Revenge has ulti. Ooh. So does Ayla. Here they go.
And he's already in there. Magnet Storm on the 2. Jensen is stunned up, and they've got another one. CC lockdown. Ayla's taking a lot of damage. Rich answers back with the unstoppable force under Armail, but he's got the shield, and the Equalizer's going to split up the fight. It doesn't really do a lot of damage to Dignitas, but it just forces him out. The Shock Blast is what's
around. They want to see if they can threaten, but Jensen is back. Jojo's TPing into the pit, so they're going to send it.
That is bold, Jojo. I don't know, but it's enough that Dignitas, they believe him. They're like, hey, we don't want to deal with this guy, and that dragon just goes right on back to Evil Geniuses. They can still reset in time. Just because you knocked them off the map, it doesn't mean that they can just come right on back, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oh, Ziggs ulti's gonna land.
Oh, good God, Jojo's gone! That's a huge shutdown for Santorin. And the Mega Inferno Bomb on top of it ensures that he's got nowhere else to run. But what can Dignitas do with this?
Probably not a lot if the Equalizer comes down mid. I mean, they could just tank the tower and probably kill this with Satchel. Yeah, so just gonna walk out.
Top side, absolute control right before Baron spawns in 45 seconds. Gonna go for the turret first, pushing Jensen and the rest of Dignitas off the turret. So they don't know for sure how many members are on this. They've already warded it up with the brush, and the Equalizer goes right on down to Diamond, and Santorin is looking for the Keeper's Verdict. He's going to find Ayla, so it prevents one flank of the side, and they turn right onto Revenge, and they blow him up. No chance to use the stopwatch, no chance to use any stasis. Jojo trades one back onto Diamond. Rich flashing in for the Q slow to see if he can land one down for Evil Geniuses to get wrapped up on. Anyone, no, they're just going to send the full 5 to answer EG right on back. Revenge and Ayla are on the right side of this Baron Pit, looking again once for the flank. It's 6,000 HP. Santorin, can he get in range? And they're starting to peel off of it now. And Ayla looks for the Magnet Storm, but no one gets hit by it quite yet. Toma's able to get out of the way with that flash. Jojo Pion is now looking back onto the fight. The front line of Dignitas trying to get closer and closer to Unforgiven, but they go walk right down past him. They're trying to take out Armeo. Jojo Pion absolutely just destroys Toma and shoves a giant dookie on his face. And the Evil Geniuses now have to look for Jensen on the back turnaround. And Dignitas, it might have looked good at the beginning of the fight, but they completely get eviscerated. Whoa, Jensen turns one right back on Jensen.
Gotta dodge the shock blast. We'll see if he can do it.
And Revenge is gone now. Jojo, he can't keep up unless he... Oh, but he ends the shock blast of doom. And Jensen goes...
So we go watch the fight one more time. And this is what I'm talking about, right? They go on Tomo. Tomo flashes out to safety, but like, what is his contribution to the fight? Back to live. EG onto the Baron here. Dig trying to force their way in.
Equalizer is going to separate the pack once again. Rich finds an ensemble force on a Jojo Film, but he goes golden for the stasis, and Ayla answers back on the back to Storm. He gets blown up, but they trade one back on the Diamond. Jensen's off again. This could be a huge moment, but he only gets one kill. Jojo Pion, is he going to die? No, he has the shield from Armeo keeping him alive. Tomo is gone. Unforgiven goes into the air. The slam from Santorin. Oh, Santorin trades it back. This was a banger, all right. Evil Geniuses and Dignitas fighting until the bitter end.
Difficult to really push the Xayah out of this fight. You have to fully dive onto someone on the EG side. It can't be Unforgiven because of the Xayah ulti, so...
Oh, Roommaker finds one. Rich finds another answer onto Jojo Pion. The Mega Inferno Bomb lands a lot of damage, but he gets shielded up, so Jojo Pion can still stay in this fight. Jensen has already traded back onto Ayla. Teleport comes in. Revenge is now
moving over. He's just going to commit to going bot, going to push out that wave, maybe try to threaten the tier 1 or some sort of a trade. It's setting you up to get roasted by the Equalizer and to get shredded by Unforgiven, so... compositionally, I think it's just going to be really difficult for them.
A little bit of HP left, but once again, Evil Geniuses are still trading on the up with the third Dragon Tank.
Yep, and you can see Unforgiven does pick up the Hex Drinker. I was expecting Jojo...
that they can make the turn happen. Ayla is setting himself up for a flank position, and there's nothing that Dignitas know about Ayla coming in from the back line. Ayla's finally shown, and he's going to look for Tomo, but Armeo and the rest of Evil Geniuses are going to turn right onto the back line. Jensen is stunned up. Huge Buster Shot puts them all away, and Jensen gets out alive. Tomo can run away from this fight, but Jensen might not make it out alive. The Redemption clips him. Does he have one more jump? Yes, he does. Oh my gosh, he's going to actually get out alive, but Unforgiven is looking for Tomo, but he gets the flash out. Evil Geniuses are able to get the berry, but Jensen tried to survive, but Evil Geniuses always get their man.
Yeah, Jensen was on the run, but that engage was so good from EG. Ayla gets onto both the carries. The Equalizer lands on them both, and it doesn't even matter what else is happening after that point. If Jensen and Tomo are not free firing, you are not winning a 5v5. It's just not going to happen. EG have everything they need to close this one out here. We'll see. They're marching forward. They have the man advantage. If they can get another kill, it could just be over.
Rich doesn't have Unstoppable Force. He can't get out of that one. Unforgiven roots him up with the Blade Collar. The inhibitor will fall. They have 2 Baron cannons that they can empower, but it looks like they're not confident to end this game quite yet. But Jojo Pion has a teleport. I could be wrong. They're going to look to destroy as much of the base as possible if it's not the game end altogether.
Yeah, at the very least, they're going to get double inhib. They do TP Jojo in. And now they are, moving forward. They have double waves here. You want to Baron them both up, so someone's got to move up towards that mid wave and really start to keep that pressure piled on. Rich is not up for 20, so I think EG could stay around.
They find a hook on Unforgiven. He has the Feather Storm. Can he get out of this one? He doesn't even need to use it. He just kites it right on back. Santorin is destroyed by Unforgiven. Jensen falls as well, and that should be enough for Evil Geniuses to walk this one in. The Equalizer blows Tomo off, and he's forced to run, and there's nothing they can do to save this base. Rich is back up. He has Unstoppable Force. Does he have enough damage to pack it in with Tomo? But no Mega Inferno Bomb, and Unforgiven is just going to flash forward, tries to push him off. They look for the tower. Rich, one last attempt to delay this game, to stall this one out for Dignitas, but Evil Geniuses completely eviscerate Dignitas in the end. And will take the win.
AG get another win besides the champions that are
Yeah, I thought these were going to have
win rate.
lower game counts when I looked at the other ones. I'm like, actually, it's 16 games in Italy, so he's just good at carry junglers as well. But
He won a lot.
he's won a lot of games, apparently. Cloud9, they're the fastest Dragon team in the league, keeping that one up, snagging an Infernal. C9 looking for a contest, but I don't think...
In the mid lane, at most it's gone Gory, a little bit of CS,
still
but
down,
just
actually.
right before the timer, they get the Cataclysm down. He's got nowhere to run. I may have jinxed it for M&S, but for Golden Guardians,
from your mid lane, so I think he actually soaked a lot there.
oh, the all out, that might have been dangerous for Fudge, but he turns right on back, then the Topo Strike cast, but it's not enough as Blabber comes in to save Fudge. Not gonna feel confident about trying to follow the all in.
Yeah, not really gonna happen. It was good silence, gets thrown down. River though, up towards top side.
Cataclysm on Fudge, they know that his flash is down, and River knows that there's no way out for that Crocodile.
Oh, man. Footwork shift to work in mid lane. The fact that you get to get this free wave clear, get this free poke down, and have a little bit more sustain than the Annie. He's been isolated this whole time, up farm, and now grabbing his own turret plates while you make plays on the top side. Huge stuff out of Golden.
Punishing Fudge as well, and the fact that they shifted Stixxay away from the losing lane of Berserker and Sven, it's almost very similar
Was
to
scared of getting stunned up under turret and ending up in an enemy jungle and ending up in a 4v2. So
looking for M&S. That's his flash gone. Cataclysm, but Huhi with a flash, Glacial Fissure under the tower, and Stixxay with the green gun of giving Golden Guardians the huge snowball.
C9 looked like they were just poking around there. Fudge had TP, but actually stayed on the bot side.
Their only advantage at this point in the game. You can see Fudge moving over. Sven trying to move down and get some vision, but it's M&S in trouble.
And M&S still doesn't have flash from before, so Licorice is taking this time. However, it's a stun from the anti-Tibbers, and Blabber's coming in, but he didn't even need Blabber there. M&S fights him all by himself.
I mean, you go all out. You're disrespecting that damage. He still had Tibbers after that, so you're cutting yourself in half health. You're taking away those resistance.
So you have Blabber coming up because they were not contesting the Dragon.
Oh, Glacial Fissure lands onto Blabber, but he still has a flash to play with, and Heartbreaker, so he's not in real danger. It just guarantees that the charge goes undeterred. As Cloud9 maybe teleporting to the bottom side of the map. Fudge could be in danger, needs help taking out Gory here, and M&S is teleport right.
Iceborne, the Annie is behind, and that's the solo AP threat. So if Annie is behind, well, you just kind of stack armor and run at the Draven. That's going to force Cloud9 back further. You know, make them be late to these Dragons, but they are looking for a fight now. Blabber went way too early.
Yeah, and he has Flash and has Heartbreaker, but he still might be punished by it. River waits until he uses all of his cooldowns before committing with the Flash and the Cataclysm. And gets vision into the pit, but they don't have a Smite to be able to contest it with. It would be a miracle if somehow Cloud9 stole it, but River, if he has Smite, they should be able to take it out. But Berserker cashes out as Hui was trying to give his life so they could guarantee the Baron, but giving a kill to Draven might have spelled disaster for Golden Guardians, even if they get the Baron buff after. They've lost 2 members in the trade. They're going to look for more, and Stixxay's got nowhere to run. That call might have just been what the end of Golden Guardians been, as Cloud9 surge in gold.
That you were just sitting on, hoping didn't go to waste later. So that is a big dub for C9. Keeps them competitive, and now gives them inside track to start out this Dragon.
And now it is less dangerous for Berserker to die in these fights because he's already gotten the big cash out from the first 20 minutes of the game. Golden Guardians still have Baron buff on 2 members here, but they want to fight this Dragon. They want to push Cloud9 off. 4,000 HP on it already. Blabber has Smite available. Can he clutch it out from River? The EQ comes in. Blabber secures it, but a Cataclysm on multiple members of the Cloud9's backline. Stixxay surges forward, but Fudge pushes him off. Berserker's already taken out of the fight. It's up to Blabber if he can look for the resets. He's now a prom. He's really taking, but he needs to look for more. Trying to find River, but Fudge gets taken out, and Stixxay still lives to take out Fudge.
So Golden Guardians getting another win. There's no tier 2 tower here either, so Stixxay's going to be able to take mid. They're just going to continue.
Vega still up. Vega no flash.
I mean, you can hear the comms there as we're going to Sven die. You know, we just saw him in the replay have to blow his flash.
Guardian's theme this game is very good tracking of summoner spells and cooldowns. Right there, being able to jump on both backline members of Cloud9 and
against the Cataclysm.
And River has definitely been the MVP for Golden Guardians this game, just using the Cataclysm to exquisite combos and timings, as M&S is forced to use the Tibbers because he knows that River was looking for another engage. Fissure onto Fudge, he's got no flash, that Crocodile's dead.
Gonna happen, and now with Fudge down, Cloud9 has got to run here. No way they hold this inhibitor.
Blabber is, I don't know if he's looking for a flank with these portals, and they already lost the inhibitor tower, but they've gotten a lot of chunk down onto Gory if he can look for it, but that's just
way far forward by himself here, though. This is dicey.
Does have flash cleanse this time.
He's got to be careful. I mean, it is taking a while for him to actually put damage into Licorice. It's one at a time. Blabber goes in for the steal, but it's secured by River, and the Cataclysm is going to seal M&S in his doom. Berserker's still alive. Can he carry this fight? Does he have the damage? Where River's just frontlining it. Gory just dodges right past him and takes out Sven. And without Sven, there's no healing for Berserker. There's no Berserker. There's no way that Cloud9 wins the fight. Golden Guardian.
Cloud9 went all early game, and Golden Guardians had all the answers in this one. River playing an amazing Jarvan game, showcasing why he was so feared on this champion for so long on Dignitas.
River popping the GA for good measure because he didn't even need it in that last fight. That's just how huge he was. And Golden Guardians finally answer back, showing Cloud9, you need to respect us this year.
Start looking for skirmishes. Harry can also potentially play through sides with the Akali, so I think TL have drafted themselves a pretty interesting comp. If it comes to straight up 5v5, there is a chance of this dive coming through.
I mean, there's no ghost from FBI. He would have to use Flash preemptively to dodge out on the knockup. They already used the Mega Fireball kick to stop Poor JJ in his tracks, but Poor JJ's taking up one more turn shot. He will go down, but First Blood was already given over to Team Liquid, but that's 2 kills. But he has the backflip to be able to return to his Twilight Shroud, and he has the perfect execution for the second cast to get out, so it's just an ult for ult trade.
I had to look for it. He had to respond with the flash, or he's toast, right? If you get stunned against the wall there, you're definitely dead.
And Pioshik is going to show up for the counter gank and Contracts with no flash. Could this be doomed for Contracts here? Core JJ is also here on the roam. The only way out is to go forward onto Harry, but just not enough damage available from the side of Energy. Harry gets the last blow, and TL are on the board.
Contracts, he has no way out. Not very tanky this early on. He's just got the tier 2 boots. They're going to try to look for Harry. Oh, he walks into it.
Oh, nice snipe from FBI, but Harry also...
So it is just a bit of chip. They're both playing for this dragon. TL, though, in trouble.
A root from Yon prevents Contracts from getting the heroic slam down, but now he's just going to slam poor JJ into the wall, and I don't think he has battle dance because he can't get over the wall. From Harry. I mean, if Energy would want this, they would have to also spend a CP from Dokla. He's not going to use it. He is under pressure from Summit. So that is the second dragon over for Team Liquid. They want to look for the play, but great flash from Yon, dodging out on the Emperor's Divide from Palafox. Contracts using his own flash, locking up Pioshik, the Breath of Life, giving space for the rest of Energy so they don't get collapsed on by the rest of Team Liquid's squad as they get a free pick on Pioshik. Quickness out of Core JJ, and they're going to lose that bottom side turret. But now we have another top side of the fight here. Pioshik and Summit committing all in onto Dokla. The permafrost after he already flashes, committing the stun. And that's going to be a kill for Summit.
He is taking his time, so I assume that he knows he's going to win the race. Yeah, it was pretty close, but just one waves.
And that was the big snowball that Team Liquid were really looking for. Summit hasn't taken over the game quite yet with it, but this is now the foundation. But Dokla might just be in trouble here. He has no flash from before. He's using the Unbreakable to be able to dodge out on some damage, but it's still not enough. The all-out takes Pioshik over the wall, but it's still Summit's kill to claim.
Yeah, well played there by TL. Great CC.
Rocket.
That was actually really slick. The dodge back with that Proto Belt. Would have sucked if he got caught twice like that in the game, so had to dodge that one, was able to do it. But again, no one goes to answer.
And I think that's just the contrast overall of why Team Liquid are doing so much better in Summer Split than Spring Split as they look for a pick and they just blow up Ignar. No contest whatsoever from Energy.
Pioshik is just everywhere this game on the Sejuani. To me, he has been the MVP of this one, making that action happen, but Core are going to get grounded.
Contracts looks for the keeping verdict on the Core JJ, but he still doesn't go down. Harry finds the kill on the Contracts with the perfect execution. Look at FBI, gonna get one more auto attack. He's flashing in.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's not enough damage. He couldn't find the entire auto, but Yon found it anyway. I don't know how. It must have been from downtown with the green
You
gun.
have to group. I do think people kind of over-exaggerate how terrible it can be, but Dokla is tagged, not going to be the target you want, but look at Summon and Core.
Watch the flank, and FBI could be the target here. He's able to get away to the left side, but Core JJ hunting him down, but no damage follow-up as now FBI is able to space someone out. Super Mega Death Rock onto the back line. Harry does not get enough damage. Yon tries to step up, but he's forced to Gale Force away because the fight has gone bad for Team Liquid. Energy are able to salvage that.
They miss-execute, and now TL may have just thrown away their lead, but Pioshik is still alive, has Flash, has Smite. We'll see what they can make happen because Summit's back.
Yeah, teleport came out from Summit, but Pioshik can't get into steadfast presence. Blocks it. Great execution from Contracts. Secures the Baron. Pioshik tries
and just push those waves. TL will move to Soul Point, though. They grab their third dragon here, so just one off the Soul now, bot side, and just say, all right, we're not going to defend the tier 1, probably not even going to defend the tier 2. We're going to try to get some sort of a trade, but racing Baron also doesn't usually go very well.
Let's see what will happen.
Ignar can be peeling you off. Palafox, you talk about the Zero Wall, the disengage. There's Poppy ult, there's Sasante ult. there's all of these tools, right, that you have to actually get through, not to mention the steadfast presence. Palafox looking for Harry, is going to scoop him out.
Emperor's Divide already used. Harry using one cast of perfect. Oh, but he gets clipped by the steadfast presence. Contracts has been on fire and being able to pick off mobility targets. That's a huge pick.
Yeah, that was really, really big, and they're going to continue the push here. We'll see. Is there going to be an answer from TL? They have no TP. They do have Pioshik and Core behind them, but on the other side, it's just kind of these guerrilla tactics, hit and run here from Summit, trying to get more attention drawn down to him. But Yon is back. FBI stepped up way too far.
The Glacial Prison lands true, and Ignar was not there to get the Breath of Life cleanse off. That was a free FBI pick, and Yon just wipes house on energy.
TL come up with a huge triple kill immediately. You know, a lot of pros do talk about how they try not to pay attention to the standings in the middle of the split, but Pioshik caught out now.
This could be a huge pick. He's already used the flash, but they scoop him right on back up. But with Palafox's Emperor's Divide, he's got nowhere to run. They just leave him for dead. Energy, that's huge. Right before what could have been Team Liquid's Dragon Soul.
Yeah, he gets picked off, and TL are in the side lanes, but there's going to be time to respond to them, right? You know, if you were able to delay FBI in trouble.
JJ looking again, the Breath of Life doesn't save him this time. Yes, he does. He's able to get out with the Gale Force, and Yon is forced to flash away from the Keeper's Verdict. Harry teleports in behind them, but there's nothing to scoop up. But Summit is wrecking house in the base.
Yeah, Summit just took down the tower in Palafox's face. If Palafox doesn't have ulti, which he does not, there's not a lot you can do to actually walk up to this guy. It's so risky. FBI will be able to help him secure this dragon, though, as it was a pretty good back and forth. They did force the flash off Yon. Contracts
has pretty much opened up the base, and Summit is going back in. Is he toying with them? Oh my goodness, he just styled a lot of energy, but Contracts was waiting over the wall. Someone thought he had the play on them, but Energy committed all 5 members. Now Baron is being burned down by Team Liquid. Can they get this out?
This could be bad for TL.
3,000 HP, 2,000 HP. Can they be quick? They need to spite it. Where's the spite? Pioshik! Pioshik gets the spite, and Contracts is there.
FBI.
He's gonna keep Pioshik into the Baron pit. He can't get out. He throws the Glacial Prison, and it keeps FBI away from tagging down multiple members of Team Liquid.
But Pioshik saves his AD, and potentially even more if they got that reset. Contracts again!
Harry walks up into blind frog, and he gets punished by Energy. And now Energy, they have 50 seconds before Harry comes up.
This could be it.
20 seconds before Pioshik. Yon and Core, they have to divide time from Summit for 5 seconds. Inhibitor is down from Energy. They don't have Baron on their side, but they're going to try and end the game right here, right now. It has to be this moment. Keeper's Verdict winds up, doesn't hit anyone. The Breath of Life, Summit goes golden with the stasis. It's a teleport in. Palafox hits the divide onto Core JJ. And now Team Liquid, they have Pioshik. Glacial Prison is not ready yet. They step up, they lose one Nexus turret. 20 seconds on Harry. Team Liquid are doing everything they can to stall this crash off from Energy.
I think they may have bought enough time. We'll see, though. It's getting a bit dicey. 10 seconds on Harry. They're going for the end.
Hitting the Nexus circuit. Super Mega Death rocket onto Yon, but he's still healthy enough to fire on back. A lot of damage on the contract. He trays on a 1, but Energy hits an open Nexus. They just hit it. Team Liquid, they can't defend. Energy save the game and take out Team Liquid.
Energy take down Liquid in a wild